Alexa Bliss just switched things up on Charlotte Flair, so we'll see what's new there. We'll also check out what's up with Stephanie, Pat McAfee, and more. Starting things off with Pat McAfee and the new developments there. Pat originally made his WWE commentary debut back during the Thunderdome days. He was loved by WWE so much that he eventually became a full-time commentator on SmackDown and was even brought over to Raw commentary for the big switch to Netflix. He even had a match earlier this year against Gunther, but over the last month, Pat has been missing several weeks of commentary in a row. It's normal to miss one, but once you miss 3, fans start wondering what's going on. Well, Pat addressed the situation on his show, saying that it was simply burnout related. He became exhausted balancing his show, the WWE schedule, and his personal life, so he had to step away from WWE. Pat didn't reveal if any potential return date to WWE was planned or not, but with college football season being right around the corner, and Pat always going on hiatus from WWE every year for his football obligations, fans are thinking that maybe it's possible that Pat does not return at all, and that he takes this current hiatus right into his yearly scheduled football hiatus. That's something that fans are discussing, and that does make sense. It would be pretty pointless for Pat to return on the road with WWE again for just a few weeks before leaving again. So some fans think Pat could be done for the year. If this is the case, that does open up a massive gaping hole on the Raw commentary table. WWE's flagship show will have a vacancy on commentary. Corey Graves has been filling in for Pat over the last few weeks. So if this hiatus is more on the permanent side of things, a lot of fans are looking at Corey Graves to take that commentary spot. Stephanie has arguably been WWE's biggest breakout star of the year and has been heavily featured on Raw since being called up. But Stephanie was absent from the June 23rd edition of Raw, which caused fans to wonder if they were already out of plans for her, if she was lost in the shuffle, or what exactly was going on there. Well, Stephanie took to her Instagram to reveal that the WWE medical staff was treating her knee this week. She said that her knee is okay, and that it was just a little maintenance. And that wasn't the only big story of the week involving Stephanie. For a few months now, there's been some buzz going around that Stephanie and NXT's Miles Bourne were together in a relationship. Obafemi even mentioned it a while back in an interview, but neither Stephanie or Miles ever confirmed it. Well, that was all changed this week. Lexus King made a post talking about how he's going to Disney with his queen and how he'll whip Miles when he gets back. Well, Miles quoted that post and said he'll be with his Chilean queen, a clear reference to Stephanie Vaquer. And that post definitely got the community buzzing and went viral because it was the first that either Stephanie or Miles had confirmed their relationship. So everyone was very happy for them. The June 27th edition of SmackDown featured another big moment between Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair once again told Alexa Bliss that she didn't ask for her help with Chelsea Green, and how she does not want to be friends with Alexa Bliss. That's when Alexa made it clear to Charlotte Flair that she's not trying to be her friend. She just thinks it would not hurt if they were both on the same page with each other. As allies of convenience, Alexa told Charlotte to just think about it for a bit and walked away. While Charlotte did appear to be giving the new idea some thought, so a nice little spin to the original idea that Alexa had pitched to Charlotte. Alexa first started pitching this concept to Charlotte by explaining that it'll be a great partnership since they've always been longtime friends. And after Charlotte didn't really accept that offer, Alexa has now taken the friends part out of it. Alexa is saying that they don't have to be friends with each other, but it would be beneficial for the both of them if they both had each other's backs out there. This slightly different approach did seem to at least pique Charlotte's interest. She did not immediately shoot down this pitch right away, the same way she had with all of Alexa's other ideas from the last few weeks. So that's already a big positive right there. This is the most appealing offer to Charlotte Flair so far. She likes the idea of someone having her back and being there for her. And like we first said when this story first started back in May, that would be something new for Charlotte to have. Charlotte has always been the lone wolf. She's never had a solid partner that's always coming out there to save her from harm. Charlotte hasn't had that since maybe the PCB faction days from 10 years ago. Meanwhile, Alexa is way more experienced for when it comes to having partners and having people watch your back Alexa had Nikki Cross. She had Bray Wyatt. She's a multiple-time tag team champion with multiple partners. She has all this rich history that's based on teaming up with other superstars and getting along with them. So if anyone is trying to teach Charlotte the way of connecting with people and building partnerships, Alexa Bliss is a perfect candidate for the job, judging by how much time and segments have gone to this angle here over the last few months. It surely looks like Charlotte will eventually agree to Alexa's partnership. No way they spend this much time teasing it and then Charlotte's answer is just no at the end of it. That would be horrible. So it does look like Charlotte's answer will eventually be yes, and that'll lead us down this path of seeing how Charlotte Flair will connect with Alexa Bliss and learn to trust and help someone else, which again has just not been a focal point for Charlotte's character over the last few years. It's always been her doing selfish things solo, so this partnership with Alexa will literally be like stepping into a whole new world for Charlotte. Another idea that's continuing to go around is that this partnership and this alliance could potentially grow past just Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. With Damage Control coming to a sudden end, there's definitely a lack of women's factions in WWE. You have a few tag teams hanging around, and Chelsea's group as well, but outside of that, there isn't much group activity happening in the women's division. So is it possible that once Alexa gets Charlotte to buy into this partnership vision, could Alexa move the goalpost just a little and also try to get Charlotte to agree on expanding for even more allies of convenience? Maybe it's a third woman that's a veteran in the locker room like Charlotte and Alexa, or maybe it's a newer star that could use the guidance of Alexa and Charlotte to grow themselves. So there is hype there for this storyline. It obviously includes two of the biggest stars in the women's division, so fans instantly gravitate to what's happening here between Alexa and Charlotte. But it does unfortunately seem like they're trying to make it a real slow-burning storyline. So who knows when exactly we'll see the payoff of Alexa and Charlotte actually getting together. It may be a while before we see that real big moment, but hopefully they don't stretch it out that much. But once they're together, there's going to be a lot to watch out for. Like, how will the crowd react toward Charlotte? Charlotte has been mostly booed by every crowd she appeared in front of during 2025. But will that start to change once she's standing side by side with Alexa Bliss? How will Alexa and Charlotte influence each other? And what exactly would rub off on each other there? Could Charlotte's selfish ways rub onto Alexa Bliss? And could Alexa's chaotic and crazy ways rub onto Charlotte Flair? A lot of interesting factors will come into play there for sure. So we'll continue to keep an eye on that storyline.
But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.